We are ignorant of the beyond because this ignorance is the condition of our own life. Just as ice cannot know fire except by melting and vanishing. Good morning, students. Open your English First Flight book. Today we are going to start our second poem from Unit 1 and from our book as well, A Letter to God. The name of our poem is Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost. As we have already read about Robert Lee Frost, but we will read further know more about him. Robert Frost is one of the most distinguished poets of America. In his poetry, one is struck by the use of ambiguity and contradiction despite its surface simplicity. His treatment of nature is quite realistic and harsh, unlike that of Wordsworth. His focus remains on man, who is at the center of his poetic world. Among his notable poems are The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Mending Wall, After Apple Picking, Birches, and etc. Now, we will have an introduction of our poem. Fire and Ice is a poem written by Robert Frost that brings distinction between two things capable of destroying the world. This poem ponders. Ponders means thinking about something carefully. This poem thinks about something carefully over a simple question about how the world will end. The poet says that the fire of lust means strong, strong desire and endless desires, and ice of hatred among human beings will put this world to an end one day. Now, we will discuss the summary of our poem Fire and Ice. Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice is a strong symbolic poem where fire is used as the emotion of desire and ice, that of hatred. He has used the idea of two groups who have their own possible explanation for the end of the world. One is of the opinion that fire alone can destroy each and every possibility of life on earth, while the other thinks that if ice, as a result of extreme low temperatures, could cover the earth's surface, it would lead to the end of the world. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions, that is, desire and hatred. The poem is originally of the opinion that he has been very closely associated with the fairy desires. Fairy desires means intense, emotional, and considers it capable of bringing human beings on the verge. Verge means border of destruction. Thus, he considers fire as more competent for destruction. But then he thinks that icy hatred is just as capable of ruining humans, though slowly and steadily. Steadily matlab fastly. Therefore, if earth was to end twice, ice would be just as good as fire. If fire would lead to rapid destruction, ice would lead to silent damage. Similarly, if fire is pure passion, ice is pure reason. Thus, the poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely bring us all on the verge, on the border of chaos. Chaos means disorder or confusion. Now we will discuss the theme of our poem. The central idea around which the entire poem revolves is that only love, equality, mutual understanding, and sympathy for one and all that can help in establishing peace on the earth. The poem mentions that both fire and ice can bring probable ends to this world. The poet talks about how fire represents desire and can therefore be a cause of the end of the world. He also mentions ice as second issue to symbolize that the coldness and indifference towards one another will also be enough to bring an end to this world. Too much fire and passion can quickly consume a relationship, while cold indifference and hate can be equally destructive. Now we will understand the title of our poem, Fire and Ice. The title is a straightforward clue to what the poem is about. Fire and Ice is the most appropriate title considering that the poem describes an argument over which of these forces will destroy the world. The title raises the possibility that fire and ice both can coexist at the same time, maybe even in the same person.